Have you ever had a day that felt different? Like something in the air had shifted? Today is one of those days. July 2nd isn't just another date on the calendar, it's a cosmic doorway, a vibrational check. In the next few minutes, you're going to learn something most people will never hear, not from the news, not from school, and definitely not from scrolling social media. You'll learn why July 2nd holds the kind of subtle, transformative energy that can literally shift your life, and how just one phrase, spoken with intention today, can trigger a chain reaction of events in your favor within the next. And no, this isn't about superstition or wishful thinking. This is based on real psychological principles, subtle energetic patterns, and ancient wisdom that's been hidden in plain sight. There's a reason mystics, ancient cultures, and even modern researchers point to specific days like this as catalysts for inner transformation. What if I told you that today, July 2nd, your thoughts are more magnetic, that your words carry more weight, and that your mind is in the perfect state to send a signal into the quantum field and receive something real in return? In this video, I'll walk you through what's so special about today, what exact phrase to say, and how to say it to unlock its full power. You'll also discover a few little-known facts about how time, energy, and emotion interact, especially on days like this. Why 24 hours? Because shifts happen fast when you align your thoughts, words, and feeling. And most people don't realize how quickly their reality can change until it already has. So if you're someone who's been waiting for a sign, for a shift, for something to break free, don't miss this moment. But here's the catch. If you skip ahead or miss the context, the effect may be lost. You need to understand why this works, so it doesn't just become another thing you tried and forgot. Stay with me until the end, and I promise, you'll leave with a tool you can use not just today, but on any day that feels stuck, chaotic, or uncertain. This could be the message your future self will thank you for, so get ready to lean in, listen closely, and maybe even say something that changes everything. Welcome to Infinite You, where we explore the unseen forces shaping your life. If you're ready to awaken the part of you that was born to create, attract, and transform, make sure to hit that subscribe button, because here we don't just talk about change, we become it. July 2nd isn't just an ordinary day, it carries a distinct energetic vibration that makes it stand out. On a deeper level, this date falls at a midpoint in the year when collective energy tends to pause, reflect, and recalibrate. You may have noticed today feels a little different. Maybe you're more sensitive, a bit more emotional, or you feel a sudden burst of inspiration for no clear reason. That's not a coincidence. There's a natural wave of energy that builds around this time, almost like the universe is asking you to pay attention. It's subtle but powerful. This energy makes it easier to access your subconscious, to break patterns, and to set intentions that actually stick. People often describe feeling pulled toward journaling, praying, meditating, or simply sitting in silence on days like this. That pull is part of the shift. What makes July 2nd so potent is the emotional openness it invites. When you feel more deeply, your words carry more charge. You're not just speaking, you're transmitting. And when you speak from that emotional core, your message resonates far beyond what you can see. This is the kind of day when your intentions become magnetic. It's the perfect window to speak your desires out loud, not just think about them. Saying them activates your nervous system, your energy field, and your focus in a way silent thoughts never could. You begin aligning with what you want, rather than just wishing for it. If you've been waiting for a moment to reset or redirect your life, this is the one. Not because it's magic, but because your body and mind are more open to change right now. You're more in tune, more aligned, and more capable of sending a clear signal to the universe without interference. Your words are not just sounds, they're signal. When you speak with focus and intention, something shifts inside your brain. Science has shown that specific words can activate particular neural pathways. The more you repeat them, the stronger those connections become. That's how thoughts are shaped, through language that gets repeated, believed, and emotionally charged. And once your thoughts take form, your emotions begin to follow. Think about it. If you keep telling yourself, I can't, your body tenses, your breathing changes, and your energy drops. But if you say, I'm ready, or something good is coming, even if it feels small at first, you start to feel lighter. That small shift in language causes a ripple in your emotional state. Emotions are powerful. They don't just color your day, they determine what actions you take, how you show up, and what you attract. If your emotions are grounded in fear or doubt, you hesitate, you shrink. But if they're grounded in confidence or hope, you move, you take chances, you speak up. So imagine what happens when on a day like today, when your system is naturally more receptive, you speak the right words. Words that don't just sound good, but resonate. Words that are aligned with what you truly want. They don't just echo in your mind, they begin to rewire it. Bit by bit, those old mental habits, the self-doubt, the overthinking, the fear start to fade. And in their place, a new pattern begins to grow. A pattern that supports the future you're trying to create. This is why choosing your words matters more than most people realize. Because words are not empty, they carry energy, and when timed right, they can open doors you didn't even know existed. I am open to miracles. 6 simple words, but don't let their simplicity fool you. This phrase is more than just a nice affirmation. It's a signal, a frequency, and an invitation all at once. When you say it, really say it, something begins to shift. Not just in your mind, but in your energy field. Most people walk around with their guard up. They expect problems. They plan for disappointment. But when you declare that you are open to miracles, you're doing the opposite. You're letting go of resistance. You're saying, I don't need to know how, I just need to trust that it's possible. And that moment of trust, that's where the change begins. Say it slowly. Let each word land. Feel how your body reacts. I am open to miracles. As you speak it, breathe into your chest. Relax your shoulders. Let your heart soften, even just a little. That's the key. Not forcing belief, but allowing it. Let the words sink in, even if your mind wants to resist. The more you say it with intention, the more your nervous system starts to adapt. You begin to embody the idea that life can shift in beautiful, unexpected ways. You stop obsessing over the details and start aligning with the flow. This phrase opens a door, not to fantasy, but to possibility. It tells your brain to look for the extraordinary instead of the familiar. And once your brain starts looking, it finds. That's the nature of focused awareness. So say it again. I am open to miracles. Let it become your emotional baseline. Let it carry you through doubt. Whisper it when no one's watching. Feel it in your bones. Not just words, but a state of being. And when that happens, the shift isn't far behind. To unlock the true power of the phrase, I am open to miracles, it's not enough to just say it, you have to feel. Start by sitting in a quiet place. Let the noise of the world fall away, even for just a moment. This isn't about being perfect or spiritual, it's about being still enough to listen. Close your eyes, take 3 deep breaths, in through your nose, hold and out through your mouth. Let your body soften, let your thoughts slow down. These few moments are not just for relaxation, they are for tuning in. When your mind is calm, your words carry more weight. Your energy becomes focused, not scattered. Now say the phrase out loud, I am open to miracle. Not quickly, not flatly, say it like you mean it. Let the sound vibrate in your chest. Speak it as if the universe is listening, because it is. As the words leave your lips, bring an image to mind, something beautiful, something surprising. It doesn't need to be big. A smile from a stranger, a call you weren't expecting, an idea that lights you up. Picture it as if it's already happening. Let your heart respond. That feeling, that's alignment. That's you stepping into the frequency of what you want. Allow yourself to smile, gently, naturally, then let the moment go. You don't need to force it. You don't need to control it. Trust that what you've just done is enough. The work isn't in chasing, it's in aligning. The more you practice this, the more it becomes your new normal. Your words shape your energy shapes your world, and it all begins with just one phrase spoken with presence and belief. So why does this simple phrase, I am open to miracles, work at all, it's because you're doing something most people never do. You're giving permission to your mind, to your energy, to the universe. You're saying, I'm not stuck, I'm not closed, I'm ready now. That readiness is more powerful than it seems. The mind is always listening. When you repeat a phrase like this with belief, your subconscious starts adjusting. It begins looking for alignment. Tiny shifts begin to ripple outward. A thought you hadn't considered, a person you haven't heard from in a while, a new sense of peace when you wake up. Nothing loud, nothing forced, just soft, certain proof that your energy is changing. Your brain is wired to find what you focus on. And when you say, I am open to miracles, your focus changes. You become more aware, more tuned in. Things that once seemed random or meaningless start to feel guided, like they were always meant for you, but now you're finally seeing them. Energy responds to openness. The universe doesn't force its way in, it waits for an invitation. When you say the phrase and feel it, you're extending that invitation. You're signaling that the door is open, that now is the time. And it's not always about getting something huge overnight. Often it starts small, one shift, then another, like a domino effect. One gentle nudge in the right direction. That's how momentum builds. That's how transformation begins. Not with thunder but with a whisper. You're not hoping anymore. You're not begging. You're aligned. And the moment that alignment begins, the miracles already start forming around you. One of the biggest mistakes people make when using a power phrase like I am open to miracles is rushing through it. They treat it like a checklist item. Say the words, move on, expect results. But the energy doesn't work that way. This isn't about speed, it's about depth. When you rush, your body doesn't catch up, your mind stays distracted, the intention gets lost. Another common mistake is saying the words without feeling anything behind them. The phrase only becomes powerful when it's alive inside you. You have to mean it. You have to believe, even just a little, that something beautiful is possible. If you whisper it while scrolling your phone or thinking about errands, you're missing the point. Your energy isn't aligned, it's split. Let yourself pause. Say the phrase slowly. Let it land. Imagine your whole being opening, just slightly, like a flower in sunlight. That's the space where change happens. That's the moment your energy softens enough to allow something new. And maybe the most subtle mistake is what happens after you say it. Doubt creeps in. The logical mind says, that won't work. The old programming kicks up: skepticism, impatience, the need for proof. But here's the truth. You don't have to see it instantly. You just have to stay open. Stay curious. Let the energy do what it does best. Move, flow, align. Miracles don't come through force. They arrive through surrender, through allowing, through trust. So instead of asking, is it working yet? Shift the question to, how can I stay open today? That simple shift in focus keeps the energy flowing. It keeps your heart in a receiving state, and that's when the universe begins to respond in ways you didn't expect, but always needed. Keeping the momentum going is where the real magic builds. Saying, I am open to miracles, once can stir the energy, but saying it consistently begins to shape your reality, especially before bed. This is when your mind is most receptive. The world is quiet. Your defenses are down. It's the perfect time to speak to your subconscious. Say it soft. Let it be the last thing you feel before sleep takes over. You're planting seeds in your mind, and while you sleep, they begin to take root. Start a journal, not a long one, just a few lines each day. Write down anything that feels unusual, helpful, or strangely timed. Maybe someone reached out you hadn't heard from. Maybe you felt calm during a moment that would normally stress you out. These are signs. They may seem small, but they're not. They're echoes of your shift, proof that your energy is starting to move. The more you notice these things, the more they grow. Your awareness creates expansion. The universe loves attention. When you acknowledge the little things, you invite more. That's why celebration matters. Don't wait for something huge to say thank you. Celebrate the tiny win, the moment of peace, the helpful thought, the smile from a stranger. When you appreciate them, you raise your frequency, and a higher frequency attracts more of what you want. Repetition and recognition. That's your formula now. Keep saying the phrase, keep writing down the shift, keep celebrating every flicker of change no matter how subtle, because these flickers, they're the beginning of transformation. They're how the miraculous enters quietly before it becomes undeniable. Let it be simple, let it be gentle, let it unfold in its own way. You're not just open to miracles anymore, you're living inside them. Say it today, not tomorrow, not someday. Say it now on July 2nd, because this date holds energy, momentum, a quiet push from the universe that says, this is your moment. It's not a random day, it's a doorway, and all it takes to step through it is one phrase: I am open to miracles. Say it like you mean it, like you're ready, like something inside you has been waiting for this exact moment to begin. Speak it into the air. Even if no one else hears, even if your voice shakes, what matters is the vibration, the message you're sending out. And once you say it, your 24 hours begin. You've activated something. A signal goes out. A gentle ripple starts moving through your life. You may not feel it at first, but it's there, shifting the way things line up, drawing moments toward you that were already on their way, but now they speed up. They come closer. Trust what happens next. Pay attention. Don't chase it. Just allow it. The text you didn't expect. The calm in a stressful moment. The idea that drops into your mind out of nowhere. That's the shift. That's how the miraculous works. It comes in soft, but it's real. This is about presence, not pressure. You're not trying to force results. You're inviting them. You're aligning with them. And it all begins today. Say the phrase, let go, and allow the next 24 hours to show you what's been waiting for you all along. And now you've done it. You've spoken the phrase. You've opened the door. Remember, miracles don't always arrive with lightning and thunder. Sometimes they whisper, a moment of peace, a feeling of clarity, a chance meeting, small signs with big meaning. You've told the universe, I'm ready, and the universe always listens. So stay open, stay aware, watch what unfolds in the next 24 hours and beyond. If you felt something shift while watching this, if even a small part of you feels lighter, more hopeful, hold on to that, because that's your sign. If you found this video helpful, give it a like. It lets us know you're with us on this journey. And if you haven't already, subscribe to Infinite You. We're just getting started. And so are you. Your miracle may already be on its way. We'll see you in the next one.